with this project, which will be concluding in a month's time, we should be able to get the coverage to about 3,000 people accessing our water supply and sanitation services. This has come as a relief, and when some customers said that the minister is coming, they really wanted to meet you and testify. And as we go on the way, we should be able to talk to one so they can share their experience of how this scheme has really transformed their lives. So this is basically about this place. It's currently being supervised under Chipata district. Yeah.
Oh, all right. No, thanks. I think before I talk, the GC and the mayor will say something. Yeah? So this is Commissioner. Can come here.
Thank you very much, Minister.
He's bigger than all of us, so he needs to be visible.
We're hiding you behind.
Thank you very much, Minister. Yes, I think basically what I can say is that, like everybody else has said, where we are coming from, water is life, and without good, clean water for our people, then we are talking about serious problems. So we appreciate what the company is doing in terms of its operations on the ground. I know that the demand, like you correctly put it, for the commodity is growing every now and then. Yeah, because our population is also growing. I'm sure, Minister, you've seen, and I appreciate the fact that you said you've been traveling or traversing the country. I'm sure you've seen what is happening in Chipata when you compare it to other parts of the country. We've seen a lot of economic activities here. Government is really on the ground, and because of that environment that has been created, we've seen a lot of economic activities, and that has subsequently seen our population grow. And because of the growth in population, you will see that there's a lot of structures. Even here, there are 6,000. I don't know which statistics is using. We could be slightly even more than that. I saw it when we were doing the water sensitizations and things like that. So the demand, Minister, is high for the commodity. Yes, it's even the 1.4 kilometers that is talking about. There's need to even to do more than what he said. So in a nutshell, I would say yes, we are doing something now, but we can even do better than what we are doing.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Now, Your Worship, the mayor of the great city of Chipata.
Looking at this project, what has happened now, if you can see the traffic, people are now using Mwami Boarder going to Nakara corridor. So there is a lot of congestion in terms of trucks, and with this facility now, everyone is able to be assisted. So to me, it was well-planned project, which is what I did, and ours is to make sure to supplement them of what they are doing, so that we are the major shareholders of this company. So our job is to make sure that we support them, and with the able leadership of the board chair here, things are moving as planned. So we are happy the way the facility is operating.
Oh, yeah. No, thank you, Worship. Yeah. So, Living Water, I want you to come near.
Oh, sure.
They are our partner. Yeah. So, probably you can also take advantage of this opportunity to explain a bit about the project that Living Water International will be doing in Chipata and anywhere else.
Yeah, indeed, as the minister has said, wherever we've gone, we've joined this winning team, the government, in providing water and sanitation. Particularly in Chipata, we are setting camp beginning now, and we'll be here for the next three years, and we hope to do quite a great deal of water supply in form of boreholes and some schemes as well, but we also do a lot in the area of sanitation facilities, particularly in schools and rural health centers, of course in the community as well. And so joining hands with government, we feel we have a hand to provide direction for us, because whatever we are doing, we just building in what government needs to do. And so we will be moving in Chipata, we'll be setting an office here so that we can be closer to where the project will be implemented.
And how much is the cost of your project?
The cost for the project in this area alone will be $4.3 million in the period of 3 years. And we're hoping that we can scale up the budget so that we can also extend to the 5th year. And so that we can be able to meet the needs of the community here. But our plans really are to extend to other districts, maybe 4 or 5 more districts. There I cannot promise whether they will all come here, but certainly Eastern Province will get a few more districts with regard to our projects in Zambia.
Okay, all right. No, thanks so much, Eastern Water, for the great work that you have done here at Mwami Boarder. As you know, borders are transit points. Zambia and Malawi, our border moves a lot of people. So without proper sanitation services, without proper clean and safe water, you know, you're prone to diseases, cholera, typhoid, dysentery. And we don't want border points to be areas for outbreaks of waterborne diseases. So this is a very, very important project that you have done. We thank government for putting up a one border post stop between Zambia and Malawi. Yeah, but when people move, they need access to all these services, clean water and, you know, adequate sanitation services, which you are doing. And I'm happy to hear about the extension of the network here to about 50% of the population here in Mwami. But like I said, in Vision 2030, our aim is universal coverage. Universal means 100%. So it's a good start, and we hope that with the upcoming support, we can extend even to more, to everyone basically, because it's also good for you for business. As Eastern Water, the more you expand your customer coverage, the more business you make, the more money you make, because we want commercial utilities to make money. That is why there is that word commercial. Commercial doesn't mean dependence, and otherwise will be dependent utilities, DUs, but your commercial utilities, CUs. So we also, as government, and under our ministry, trying to see how we restructure the operations of all commercial utilities in Zambia. And I know that currently commercial utilities are spending a lot of money on electricity tariffs with ZESCO. So most commercial utilities are spending about 40% of all their revenue towards paying for tariffs. But we also know that in the era of COVID, you know, people are not being disconnected, those who can pay. I want to say that we have had very good meetings with the Minister of Energy. We hope that within the next 1 week, we'll be making some announcements, myself, the Minister of Energy, after we brief our cabinet, on the relief that should come on commercial utilities in terms of electricity tariffs, because water is life. It's not purely a commercial entity, it's also a social issue. People need to have access to water, and companies, for you to treat water, you spend money. You're buying water treatment chemicals, chlorine, you're paying for tariffs. And I would just urge our people, all those who are your customers, to pay for the water, because if they are not paying, then we compromise the very sense of what we're trying to say. We want clean and safe water and sanitation services, but if people don't pay, then it means Eastern Water will not have money. They will have to start giving raw water to people, which can make people sick. So to maintain that high standard, at least that couch of paying for bills, we know where people are stressed, they can meet with the company, you know, the flex payment plans, they pay as you go, more like lay-by. That's what we do with lay-by. You pay slowly, but at least pay something, so that the companies have enough money to do that. And like I said, Chipata is a big city. You know, most of the population statistics that we are quoting are based on the 2010 census. In 10 years, the populations have grown, and in another 10 years, by 2030, there will be a huge population. What is the estimated population of Chipata currently, the 2010 census?
2010,
Yeah.
it was about 518.
518 2010. So you can imagine now you may be talking about 600, 700. And in future, we have to plan for the future. It's very possible that Chipata will have a population of 1 million by the year 2030, 1 million plus. So where will the water come from? That's what we should be asking. Where will the adequate sanitations be? So that is why His Excellency President Lungu is actually bringing huge projects like the one that I was talking about, the 8 million euro project, the urban water supply and sanitation project. Because not only are we planning for now, we're also planning for the future. Because when a city is growing, especially a border city like Chipata, population will explode. There are a lot of commercial activities. So the demand for these services like water and sanitation will keep on increasing. That is the way life is. And that is why the president created a separate, dedicated Minister of Water, Water Development, Sanitation and Environmental Protection. Before 2016, this ministry was not existing. It was more of departments in other ministries, sometimes under local government, sometimes under energy. But the president saw it fit to give a dedicated focus to this very, very important sector. So I think with those few words, thank you so much once again. I think we'll be touring the dams later on, the water treatment plants for Chipata as well. But I want to thank you for the hard work and keep it up. Thank you so much. Yeah.
So where do we go now? We're stopping by the cash office.